In the summertime, when the weather is fine, these boys are going to be inside and playing board games.
Why are we doing that, Quinns? Is it because we hate ourselves?
No way, Daddy-O. It's because these boys are on a mission to find the best board games in the world and put them in front of you.
This summer we will be drowning sheep, ruthlessly out-businessing each other with boats, recklessly designing neighborhoods that feature too many pools.
And we'll be continuing to tell you not only what games are worth your time and money, but how and why these games will provide nice times with your human family and friends.
We have got a ton of new YouTube subscribers recently, which means a lot of you might not have noticed that Shut Up and Sit Down has no adverts, and we will never accept money for sponsored content.
Right, instead we are mostly funded by donations from viewers who simply want us to just exist and then get on with doing what we do, which is a very modern system, and it's so simple. For example, I am in Hove right now thanks to money pledged by donors like you that's allowed me to be here, to relocate and then work even more closely with Quinns again, huh?
Yeah.
Until Canada
processes my life.
He means his visa.
My life. I mean my life.
Donors have also allowed me to take the time to research what streaming would look like for Shut Up and Sit Down. And that means the research, it means the equipment that we're going to need to bring all of the quality and heart that you love in Shut Up, Sit Down videos, but into a live Twitch video format.
And donors like you have, of course, been paying our wages this whole time, giving us time to write the Monday news, to record podcasts, to play tons of games, lots of them mediocre, and record videos, each of which are dozens of hours of work.
Giving us the opportunity to get into baths together or haunted houses.
Okay, I can't really put this. Hell, Matt, why?
The chance to review epic, enormous games like War of the Ring, thundering classics like Arkwright, or just turn Pip into a wrestler, which is a good use of
anyone's money. I think it should go towards turning
Time,
Pip into a wrestler every now and
money.
then.
Additionally, Shut Up and Sit Down as both a business and a community is something that we work really hard to keep ethical and open and inclusive in the grim, hate-filled darkness of the greasy internet.
Oh, it's so greasy. It's getting all over my legs. Look, if you love what we do, and you want to help us keep doing that, then there's a couple of things that you can do. First of all, due to a loophole in the internet that nobody really understands, if you have an Amazon Prime account, then you can literally just go to our Twitch page and press a button that means that Amazon then give us money that doesn't cost you anything. I'm pretty sure it doesn't make any sense.
Happen?
It doesn't make any sense at all, but you can do that and it's free.
But if you can spare the cash and you think what we do is worth supporting, then you can donate directly using this link. And that goes to us, and that's how the site works. And we only say this twice a year. If you can afford the money, we'd like you to please maybe donate to us. That would be good.
But if you can't afford it, then there's other stuff you can do.
Yes, you can tell friends about the site, and that is just as good. You can also tell people about our podcast, which we put a ton of work into, and yet podcast discoverability is really, really bad, so no one finds out about it.
It keeps them awake at night.
It's infuriating. Yeah. iTunes are like, everyone likes podcasts, we're not going to make it.
Is your podcast new? Oh, then we don't care.
Oh, we'll just break the feed for no reason.
Anyway.
Just broke it.
We're not moving. 5 minutes. I'm going to start the timer.
What are we going to do? What are three men going to do for
5 minutes?
Look at the time. It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't feel like we've explained this adequately. So we're not going anywhere for 5 minutes until they have donated if they want to.
Or can.
If
If you can't, please don't. Because
Yeah.
that's just the worst thing.
No, that is also the thing.
Well, I wrote into the script that we were just going to sit here for 5 minutes and eat a box of cornettos. So can you get the box of cornettos, Quinns?
That's going to happen because I know something that you don't, which is that he doesn't have any.
But I wrote it into the script that we eat cornettos for 5 minutes, and I want a cornetto.
You're trying to recreate what happened in the Troyes review, where you wrote into the script, Quinns has a pie and Matt eats it, and I had to buy a pie.
No, you already had the pie in the fridge and it looked nice,
that's
so I
right.
wrote into the script that I ate the pie in the video, and then it meant I got to take the pie out of your fridge and ate it.
Just shaping reality.
It is. I was just trying to bend reality to my
You
will.
had a joke on your phone that you said was
Yeah,
for this.
my friend Stephen Hogarty is very funny, wrote a joke. Did you hear about the pie fight that broke out during a divorce hearing? The wife got custody.
Wow.
Which I really like. But you don't
Getting
have to
custody
like
of children is no laughing matter.
that. But getting custody from custard is a joke.
Yeah.
So So, anyone else got any?
Where do you guys want to eat for lunch? Because we're all here.
I had a big breakfast. I had that pretzel.
You did not have a big breakfast. You
I
had
had
a
a big
coffee and a
breakfast.
pastry.
No, I had that.
Oh, that was a
long,
sandwich.
Really long.
It was a sandwich.
Sub thing. It
Okay,
was a Spanish olive sub.
That's good because we've got to make sure you're eating right, Paul. We've got to make sure you're eating right.
Spanish? No,
gotta
it was
keep an eye on
long,
you,
like
Paul.
it was like a baguette.
You've been eating enough?
Stop
You been eating enough, Paul?
touching my bones. It was it was good. It was long baguette and it had like olives and
Was it
Spanish
tapenade or
ham.
was it tapenade?
I don't know. What
That's
that
like an
was.
olive paste.
No, it was real bits of olive, and I
They
ate
not
it.
fall
and it
out
was
a
good.
bit. Were they not a bit?
They were. Some of them were in the bread, and some were like because a sandwich is a system whereby between the bread you have the other. So some was between, and some was just in.
You've got to have a
bread.
system because if it's in the bread, it's fine because then they're like trapped in carbonite, like olives
Right.
being like.
Yeah.
You need to have a system to hold them in place, and that means either crushing them or encasing them.
Two facts. George Lucas was inspired. The Millennium Falcon design is based partly on like he took a bite out of a burger, and he was like, "Oh, that's a cool shape for a spaceship." And then
Okay.
the Han Solo
Is
and
that true?
carbonite. Yeah, it really is, and it like there was an olive or something next to it. Which
Okay,
represents
because
the
you just
cockpit.
lie so much that every time you tell me anything, I'm
We
like,
can. Any one of you right now can look this up on your phone on camera, and I'll be proved.
No,
right
I
in
believe
front
you,
of
I
the
believe
world.
And then he bought an orange and went, oh, this could be another
Alien.
spaceship.
This
And
could be a planet.
Yeah. And then what if
He
this other
invented
orange
planets.
blew up a planet?
Look, I'm just saying what I know. And then the Han Solo frozen in carbonite is based on olives.
and then he
in
saw a
baguette.
fish, and then that was one of the aliens.
He basically walked around
It's-
looking at things.
It was like that could be in a film. What's that? A wall? We could put that in a film.
Space Wall.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the petition of people wanting to remake Star Wars?
Yes, I've
yeah.
donated thousands of pounds.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the things that are happening in the world right now, I wanted to give my money to that. Yeah, I thought that was the most important thing in the world right now
Well,
to give
the
money
line
to.
in it we were all talking about that was nuts is it's like it's like we pledge because our merchandise.
Pledge our merchandise.
We pledge our
actually-
merchandise.
I gave away some of my Star Wars merchandise. I had a couple of Star Wars lightsabers that I had from my time following on from doing some work with Lucas back in the day a bit, and I've been in my cupboard and I've used them in a review of something. I've used them in my maybe Imperial Assault review. And I've had them in my cupboard and I bring them out every now and then, but I thought I'm probably not going to bring these out again for video purposes, so I gave them to a charity shop thinking,
Yeah.
some kid will have really good fun with these.
Yes.
But it was funny when I took them because the lady was like, "What are these?" And I was like, "These are lightsabers."
It's
And I
a more
got-
civilized
lightsaber.
weapon of a.
I got a bit of a look. I got a bit of a look, and I wanted to be like, "Excuse me, you can probably sell these for at least £10 each quite easily."
I had a really good time taking a bunch of my board games to a local charity shop because that's what we do. Shut up and sit down when
Yeah.
we have board games, and we can't sell them because that doesn't seem ethical because publishers have given them to us.
For review and things.
Yeah, so we get rid of them, we give them to charities. But I took them into a charity shop and had a great experience where I went, I do my preamble of like, oh, this is a bit weird, but I review board games. Here's a bunch of board games. They're worth quite a lot of money. And immediately the two girls behind the counter looked at them and they started touching the boxes and they went, these are really high quality. And they started touching and they noticed like the linen finish on some of the boxes and the thickness of the cardstock. And just they didn't know anything about like designer board games in the industry we work in, but like they were like, they knew quality when they saw
These
it.
are nice things.
Yeah, and they were like, and I was like, yeah, they're worth money. And they were like, thanks. And I went, yeah, I'm cool.
I feel bad now because you know what I've given to charity shops?
What?
My clothes, and I don't feel like that.
They touch your clothes and go, this is terrible.
You can't. You've got. I mean, like I think there's a weird.
I
line
don't
with
mean
that.
like really old. I mean like
Okay.
clothes where I've just been moving and I need to get rid of things, and I look at it and it's like that can't go in the bin. It's too good.
Right.
Clearly, like
Yeah.
it goes to a charity shop, but I don't
Yeah.
feel that's as exciting.
I've realised, you know what we do with these funding drives now where we just leave it running for 5 minutes? You know in telethons where,
Ooh, what's that?
I'll
Is
finish
that
my
the
point.
I thought that
And
was
5
just
minutes is
somebody
up.
calling.
but you know in telethons when they're like, oh, the celebrities are going to man the phones for like 8 hours, it's kind of a crap version. We'll sit here for 5 minutes.
5 minutes,
how
5
it
whole
works.
minutes, and we'll still run out of things to say.
Hey,
that are
when
interesting
streaming,
in 5 minutes.
when streaming works, we can actually put our mouths where our money is and be like, oh, we'll be on stream for 2 hours.
Streaming will actually be like this. It will just be, but there'll be a board game in front of us.
Who are you
So-
calling? Oh, Pop Dean, call declined.
You just put me straight to voicemail.
Sorry, I pressed a button. If you donated in the last 5 minutes, hey, thank you very, very much. But we know that lots of you have been donating for a lot longer than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Some of you guys have been supporting Shut Up and Sit Down for years,
Yeah.
helping us to run this business. And so, yes,
And we have so much fun
Thank
doing
you.
it. So thank you.
Yes,
we want to
you-
keep doing it for as long as we can.
you're helping us make more stuff, but you're also helping 3 goofy boys to have the job of a lifetime. Isn't that right, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And we don't like to do these videos more than a couple of times a year. So,
Thanks for being patient with us while we remind people that they can support it if they want to.
yep. And we're going to get to work on another 6 months of content now. Here I go.
See you later. Podcast next.
Oh, yeah, we are actually going to do a podcast, aren't we?
Yeah, actually a true thing.